I think right now I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you based on what is happening with me, what is going on with my training, how I'm progressing, what my runs look like, and all that kind of fun stuff. Because it's nice to be able to check in with you every now and then. And I want to know how you are too. How are things going with your running? Have you stopped? Have you taken up the sport? Are you coming back off an injury? Have you kind of found your way back into running because you kind of gave up a long time ago and you wanted to work on getting back into it because maybe your mental health was starting to go sideways, or maybe your weight had started to increase? Whatever it is, look, I'm here with you. I get it. These things happen to me all the time. I haven't been continuously running for 5 years, 10 years. I haven't. There's times I've gone a full year and it's been very sporadic. And sometimes it's a couple of months. It just all depends on kind of what's going on in life, really at the end of the day. Now, before I begin, this is just a decaf coffee that I have. I didn't go out and go buy it. I'm just sitting here. I'm trying to kind of bring things back home, so to speak. I have lots of coffee at home. No point in going out and buying a coffee and then being disappointed with it because it tastes awful. Just really trying to change my path, change the way that I'm training. And to be quite honest, a lot is changing. I'm noticing that as I run, I am getting faster once again. Look, I have a strong base. I've built up a base over the last 10 years of running on and off, going from marathons to half marathons to 10Ks to running 90 days in a row to just running 10Ks a lot of the time, like 6 miles. And it's served me well. I have a good base. I may have gained more weight than I would like to admit over the time after losing 100 pounds. But here's the thing, life is not a linear line. Sometimes you lose that spark of going out for a run, and sometimes you allow your brain to kind of kick in, and before you know it, you're not running. You're sitting there on the couch, scrolling YouTube or Shorts or Instagram or whatever, right? We've all been there. We've all done it. It's not good for the mental health. Of course, I'm making a video for you to watch. So who am I? I'm more of a hypocrite, aren't I? But, putting all kind of jokes aside and everything else, over the last year, or not last year, since like October of last year when kind of everything went sideways with my family, a lot of health issues going on if you're a new subscriber or if you've forgotten. But are we in a good place? I think we're in a better place. Are we back to normal? Absolutely not. There is no normal. Normal is a fleeting moment. Normal can be normalized, right? Things change all the time. And so for me, I just try to have my moment of sadness and then move on. I try to build myself up and get going for the day. And since I got back into running again, it started to get better. Things have improved immensely with my mental health. Things have improved immensely with just life in general. Things have improved with, I don't know, just a lot of things. And my fitness has gotten better. I've dropped 10 pounds. I'm feeling better. Over the last probably 2 months, things have really improved. And I think that is because of the weather. The weather has shifted a lot. I am so affected by weather, more than I really want to admit. But it's those cold days and those rainy days, and when the snow is here, I start to spiral. And I think it's because of the vitamin D level. I drop so much when we hit these snowy cold months, and you just kind of want to hibernate inside. But since the weather has really improved over the last month and a bit, wow, it feels good. It feels good. So I think I kind of want to be a bear. I think I want to hibernate until the weather becomes nice. But, it is what it is. So over the last probably like the last month, I've been running 3 days a week. Sometimes if I can get another one in, I will. Just because of life and that it happens. Do I want to get out more? Yes. Can I get out more? Sure. Would I be sacrificing sleep? Yes. Would I be sacrificing family life? Yes. But things have improved and my pace has improved. And I've been noticing as I do some strides at the end of a run, or if I do a fartlek run at the end of my run, I'm noticing some changes just by adding in that one, I don't know, like 8 minutes of fast running. It's changed. I think it's changed a lot more again than I want to admit. Look, I'm the slow running guy. But when I start to run fast, it feels good. It feels good to get those leg turnover going. Again, I'm not running fast at the beginning. It's at the end of a 10K. My last one, I run fast and I allow myself to feel a burn and it feels good. It feels great. So when I finish, I'm not exhausted. I'm not stressed. I'm not anything. I'm just alive and it feels good to be in that place. It feels good to feel the blood pumping, to feel my heart pounding out of my chest as my heart rate starts to go higher and higher and higher. It's a good place to be. And so one of the amazing things that running slow has taught me is sometimes you just have to go slow in life, work through all of the challenges that are presented to you. And when you get through that, you kind of plateau for a little bit. And when you plateau, then you can start to maybe pick it up a little bit. Maybe do some things that, is uncomfortable to do, right? Maybe you have an uncomfortable conversation that you need to have with somebody. Or maybe there's an uncomfortable challenge that you have been putting off because you just weren't in the right headspace for it. Maybe you want to do like a 30-day challenge and go vegan. Or maybe you want to do a 30-day challenge and just eat meat. I don't know. But here's the thing. Life gives you all of these things. And the only person that stops you from doing it is you. And it's me. So sometimes we allow these things in life to kind of get in our way and we kind of put things off. Say, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow may never come. Tomorrow may never be here. All you have right now is now. So if you started to do something today, can you imagine what yourself would think of 90 days from now if you had started that thing when you thought about it? You could be so much further ahead in so many ways. Whether it's fitness, whether it's reading a book, whether it's starting up a new friend relationship with somebody, or maybe another relationship that you've just gotten into because the old one didn't work out, or whatever. The thing is, it's up to you to start when you need to start, when you want to start, when you think the right time to start is. And for me is when I allow my brain to start thinking too much, that's when I know I need to start. Because if I allow my brain to think too much, I will never start. And it'll always be put off further and further and further. And that's not something that I like. I don't like to put things off, right? I don't know. I don't know if you're like me like that, but that's just the thing that kind of happens. So, am I faster? Yes. Did I start 90 days ago? Yes. I've got a good base. I've had a base for a long time. You can lose your pace, obviously. You can get slower, and I have, and I've proven I've gotten slower, but I've also proven to myself that I've also improved and gotten faster. So my big question that I have is, where's this going to take me? Where is it going to take you? What are you going to do? You going to do anything? I hope so. I hope you're putting yourself first. Because if you put yourself first, you'll be able to help others. And for me, that's what I love to do. I love to help other people, other runners, people who are new to running, who maybe haven't run for a long time. Look, I'm no expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physiologist. I'm not a coach. I'm none of those things. I'm like you, and we are runners. We're figuring it out day by day. And this is more of a coffee chat, right? This is a coffee chat you and I are having. And I enjoy these. Yeah, I may be looking at a camera, but I'm talking to you. I understand. We all have problems, but we can always find a solution. My dad once said, he would say, David, when I come home at the end of the day, I could bring my trouble into the house and I could allow it to affect the family. Or I can come home and hang it on the trouble tree outside. And when I do, then I can come in and I can be with my family. And then in the morning, when I leave the house for work, I can go back to that trouble tree outside in the yard and I can pick up my troubles and then get back into the car and go to work. But what he found was when he went out to the trouble tree in the morning, before he got into the car, the troubles had blown away.
Heading back to what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again. Driving is like a spiritual cleanse where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end. Eyes on the road, don't lose control. I'm speeding fast to chase my soul. I'm driving to get away, running through emotions high and low, holding on or letting go. I'm fighting another day. The neon lights in the fast lane light, riding high, reaching for the sky. I had it all but lost and fell back down again. Spent my time playing the game where every single day was a losing battle and every drink was a dead end. Eyes on the goal, don't lose control. I'm living fast, I've lost my soul. I'm driving